Welcome to Multiverse Masters on the Kitely grid at kitely.com. So what you're seeing here is a stripped down version of my love world. I still have a lot of my poetry in here, and it is nighttime here because I'm actually doing a movie set. So if you come here and you visit the first floor, you'll be able to see a lot of the poetry that are in the various objects. My movie set is much higher in the world, so once I step away from Cupid, he'll stop reading. So as you can see, we have this first layer over 1,000 feet up in the air. So if you want to visit this, you'll have to go about 1,000 to 1,020 feet up. This is my movie set. Unlike my prior projects, as you can see, this is an NPC angel, and I use them in one of my other short movies. I've been using a lot of Animesh. I've been discovering a lot of things with Animesh. Animesh doesn't slow the sim down like having a lot of NPCs. So I'm doing a lot of sound files. I still have some bots over there that are non-moving solid objects. Animesh are solid objects, but they are mesh avatars. With the Animesh programming in them, these mesh avatars can actually move and perform like non-player characters or NPCs. So though I do have my image of the angel, so that is a non-object NPC. It does kind of act like an object. It can still push you around a bit. This here is a mesh avatar, and I have him with these movements in him. So I won't be making my movie for a couple more weeks simply because I am transitioning and I need a quieter environment to do that. Now, as I've been doing this, I have been discovering some issues with Animesh programming. So it's been keeping the prior movements. And I've been editing a lot of Animesh to make them all rated G. I've made some of my own. These are a lot of sound files in boxes, so I'm going to tweak that to make it a little bit better. And this is for my Palindrome play. And the Palindrome itself is Bible. I took out the words above it simply because I wanted to be able to play it if I wanted to without having that in the... So as you can see, she has an old script in her that... There we go. I don't have the movements in her anymore. I just have a sit version. So whenever I reload the world, she's doing the old animations. I've tried to find new scripts. I've looked up scripts. One of my fellow creators gave me some advice, but I'm not an expert at scripting. So to rewrite the scripts using his directions, I don't have that knowledge, and I looked it up, and there's just not enough open source scripts out there that have the reset mechanism that works consistently. Now, this reset mechanism does work a little bit, but not right away. So when I touch her, she'll reset to the sitting position. And so I can do that with a lot of these just before I film for the position that I want. So these are all going on old Animesh. So if I touch them, that's great. Sometimes I have to touch them several times. They will return sometimes to the programming I put in them. Okay, I gotta go turn off the angel. He's annoying. So I'll be tweaking the sound files. I want to create a chaotic environment. There, I've removed the angel. And then I'm going to be overlaying reading over the... and my files for these are online in my websites. I have a Invisi on right now. So if I touch him, he returns to the one that I wanted. She's not returning to the one that I wanted. You can't reset them. That doesn't work. So resetting scripts don't work. I've edited the scripts. That doesn't work. Refreshing doesn't work. So I'm still learning. Now, another thing I've discovered is that I tried to reuse my Animesh characters. And so what I run into was an issue. I rebuilt her with new meshes. But what I did is I thought, well, she'd look good for a different scene sitting in the church aisles. So I renamed Star. This is Star. I renamed her Star Die Sit and Star Die Standing. Well, I did the same with this one here, and I put Eva sitting, and then I left this one. Now some of these, even though I say go ahead and touch them by default, it doesn't allow me to reset her not touched. So again, there's a lot of inconsistency that I'm dealing with. Now she also has an auto run. So one thing I've been doing is, like, I'll delete the auto run because that's a different script that I found, and then I'll go into my inventory and just put in the Animesh script. I've got several here I've saved, and I'll try these cycle animations. Okay, so even changing their scripts out, you can't touch her. So I've even tried, so let's take her out altogether. I've even tried putting them back in. Nope, I wore her by accident. Detach, sorry. That's what happens when you have an Invisi Abby. Alright, so now that she's been restarted, she does not have a sit in her. That was from the other one that I loaded that I didn't even put in this one. But because it was the exact same mesh, it became part of this one. So I think that's how things are read within it. And still see I can't touch her, so I can't reset her. So then I try to just do something in here to get it so I can see if that will reset it. That hasn't really worked. Alright, so let me delete her altogether. Alright, and then you can also turn her off. And then let me go back to Animesh. And see, so that's the same problem I had with these. So the only option I have is to rebuild these when from scratch from their originals. Now she's standing, so she might cycle, but she gets stuck in this one and then doesn't go beyond this one. So I'm not ready to film yet until I can rebuild the ones that I want that aren't behaving properly. The other thing is happening with like this one over here, and I've tried to make some of these G, but it's really hard to find Animesh clothing that will fit the Animesh pre-mades that weren't really designed for. So I can touch her to reset her. I'm in my own way. There we go. She has drunk fall in her. So some of these I can reset easily for the movie, and others I can't. Now these are all of my demons with their different scarves. Yes, I would have loved to found a way to attach a scarf to them, but none of my scarves attach to their Animesh characters, and I haven't consistently found out how to do that. The Animesh clothes attach because they're rigged. So basically if I wanted a scarf, I'd have to find a rigged scarf so that would actually move with the I mean, I might still keep looking around and improving this before I actually film it. This is another one I have to rebuild. I built him out of parts and put him together and did his the Father Time, but that's not the movement I want. So as you can see, what this is if you read this just as it is, you see this says Dias, Dennis said, and then Dias said is Dias said. This whole palindrome is 777 words, and you can read it the same frontward as backward. And then I also have instructions for the palindrome play and an author's commentary. So most likely the movie itself will have the author's commentary, and then maybe at the end of it, it will run through the actual palindrome. And I keep doing things like this. I keep editing this, turning off the apple by making it invisible, and it keeps resetting to... Those are the smaller things that are buggy. So as you can see, there is every single person in this room is a moving Animesh character. And then I have my murder scene over here that I've been testing out. So I have to reset this. So this is after murder, and this is... Of course, I had another body rolled up in a rug that I lost on one of my other worlds, and I don't want to reload it to grab it. I might later, but... So that's pre-murder. And so I have God over here. There's different places that I'll be filming, like, segments. Now this isn't exactly like, because it is the virtual world, it has some limitations. And of course I don't have a whole theater crew, it's just me. And I am a novice. So down here, of course, is... So I've picked up a lot of these just circling about the... So that's just kind of an introduction to what I've been up to. Like I said, it'll be a while before I actually finish product, but I wanted to kind of let you know what was happening at Multiverse Masters currently.